Um, I am live on Facebook right now. I will be posting this to YouTube. So those of you that are watching this live on Facebook, it will get posted later. Those of you that are watching this on YouTube, this was live on Facebook on my Facebook page, David Monroe CCIM. It was also on my page, Multifamily Minute, and in my group, Apartment Hacking. So you can check it out in any one of those locations as well as here on YouTube. So I haven't spoke to you guys in a little while, so I just wanted to come up and say hello. Good evening. It is 6:36 here, or 18:36 in the Central Time Zone in lovely Mobile, Alabama. It is nice and sticky outside now. We've had a wonderful spring, but yeah, not so much now. It is what it is. For those of you that have followed me at all, knew that I was with Sperry Commercial Global Affiliates here in Alabama. I then left Sperry. I am working for a software company and selling software for them. RealNext, you guys know about that. Some of you do, some of you don't. If you don't, it is an incredible tool for underwriting, especially for my multifamily investor folks here. I do have a couple of my clients that I brought in, and they absolutely love the product. So I do all my underwriting as well as my offering memorandums, my waterfalls, everything. Of course, I do the waterfalls a little separate. Demographics and site to do business, bring it into my offering memorandum, and makes it an absolute amazing package. And I can do all that in RealNext as well as use it as my CRM. So just wanted to let you guys know, ping me if you decide you would like to take a look at it. I'd love to show it to you. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. Back with Sperry Commercial Global Affiliates, but now I'm with a gentleman out of Florida, Orlando, Longwood to be specific, Stephen Marrera, former CCIM Institute president. So you can see I'm wearing my side Sperry shirt today. It actually is loose on me. For those of you that don't know and remember how big I was, lost 55 pounds. So I'm feeling a little lean and mean lately, a little thin on the top, but we'll get over that. All right, so let's talk a little multifamily, shall we? I'm pivoting a little bit. I actually teach now for the CCIM Institute. For those of you that don't know, I am fascinated with market analysis and being able to look at a market and say, okay, this market's viable for investment, or no, it's not. Predicting population is amazing. It's not very many people can do that. And having the ability to do it and teach it is an amazing thing as well. So that said, I'm kind of steering away from teaching brand new investors how to invest in multifamily. I will still do that. Reach out to me if you do need assistance. I do have the availability to do that, but I'm focusing more on consulting with market analysis. I'm actually putting a little course together. It'll be a workshop. So when you sign up for the workshop, you come into it. You will get some education on how to do that market analysis. And then we're actually going to do an analysis for your market inside the workshop. The workshop will take about 8 hours over a week. 2 workshop classes, 4 hours each. The first 4 hours will be the education portion, set you up for the next 4 hours. So during that week, you can gather the data that you're going to need to gather, and I'll give you all that information so that at the end of the second class, you're walking away confident, knowing that your market is doing what you predict it will do, especially coming out of this COVID crisis. That'll tell you whether you want to stay in the market or whether you want to exit stage left and go put your money somewhere else. Or maybe you want to identify a couple of other markets. So I'm going to start doing that pretty soon. Look out for that. That information is going to come out very, very soon. On the final stages of putting that together now, and I'm very excited about launching that workshop. It's going to be an incredible class. Nobody's ever offered anything like it. It is based on the CCIM's strategic analysis model. So if you've taken CI 102, some of it will be a review, but again, I'm going to walk you, hold your hand, and take you step by step, and we'll actually do an analysis in your market. So it will be very limited. Each class will be very limited on the number of people because of the one-on-one attention. Hey, enough on that. So I do want to show you some things you can take away right now. So I'm going to share my screen because I think I can do this. This is the first time I've gone live on Facebook. You probably don't want to see the analysis on my website. You probably don't want to see my Facebook page. So why don't we go in here to economic base analysis, the quarterly census of employment wages for the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So this is my primary resource for getting data. I don't know if you guys saw the posts or not, but I've created a resources report. You can go to my website, davidmonroeccim.com, and you can download that report. It's free. There's 38 resources on it. This is one of them. And from here, I can pull data. So if I come down and I look at my NAICS sectors by area, and let's say I want to go to Mobile, Alabama, because let's face it, that's where I am. And I can look at it from a county perspective. I can even look at it. So if I type Mobile in here and hit find, don't fail me now, baby. Okay, well, there we go. I can also look at it from the MSA, the Metro Statistical Area, okay? So we can do county or MSA. Once I get that table, and that'll load, I can then copy this data into a spreadsheet. By the way, I provide that spreadsheet in my workshop, but I can paste this into a spreadsheet, and this is going to help me determine where the basic jobs are for my market so that I can calculate an economic base multiplier in order to do a future employment calculation. Coupled with future population will let me know what my market is doing now and in the future. So just be aware, you can see that it's 2 quarters back. Actually, this one's 3 quarters back. So this is 3rd quarter 2019. I thought 4th quarter was available. Let me look at that. Oh, that's MSA. Let me go back to county. And 4th quarter. Yeah, it's not available yet. Okay. So 3 quarters back, so the data lags, but it's still going to give you the ability to get that economic base multiplier, and coupled with the basic jobs, get those total basic jobs, add them to the total jobs, and you can divide that by your total population, get your population employment ratio. Those 2 things can get you to that future population so that you can then do a demand supply analysis and determine whether your market's viable or not. So this is one resource. Another resource you're going to need is Census Quick Facts. This is another really, really, really amazing site. So let me see if I can find right there. So now if I go back to Mobile County, Alabama, one of those things I'm going to need is the total population in Mobile County. Okay, we can see Mobile County is here and United States is here. So now I've got my population estimate for July 1st, 2019. Keep in mind, it is an estimate. If you remember, census only is done every 10 years. They're actually doing the census now for 2020. They actually won't publish that data until 2021. By then, it will already be outdated. But through kind of what I show you in the market analysis course and our workshop, that is some of the same procedures that the census does in order to predict what the population is now. So this is a prediction by them. It's an estimate. we're kind of doing the same thing, and we kind of go off of this, and this is the number you're going to need to get that population employment ratio. But there's all kinds of other information you can get from this. We have households, we got persons per household. So if we're doing a demand supply analysis, especially for multifamily, that persons per household, that is a big deal. So Census Quick Facts, you can just Google it. Just Google Census Quick Facts. It will take you here. This is an absolutely mandatory site that you're going to need in order to do a market analysis or to find any kind of demographic information about your market at all. Unless you belong to the CCIM Institute, then we use Site to Do Business. But you know, that's a whole nother story. So I just want to show you a couple of resources. Both of these are in that resources report. Again, go to davidmonroeccim.com, and right in the header image, you'll see where you can put your email in and get that report, download it for free, 38 total resources. I do use 90 to 95% of them on a pretty consistent basis, okay? So I think I'm going to end it there. Stop sharing my screen. There it is over there. It likes to hide on me on the other screen. Hey, hello, there you are. Oh, there I am. So by doing this on Zoom, I know I'm live on Facebook. If you're live with me, I can't see who you are. I can't see comments, so I apologize for that. Again, I wanted this recording so that I could put it on YouTube, and I wanted to be able to share my screen and show live, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So if this was not the way you'd like to see this, let me know in the chat. If you'd rather I just do it live on Facebook and download the rendering from Facebook to put on YouTube, let me know that. If you enjoy the fact that you get to see this ugly mug and get to see me share my screen and share all that information, I'd love to know that as well. I'd also like to know who is investing now in multifamily, what your fear is moving forward, if you have any fear. If you're excited like me because we've got some opportunities coming, then let me know that as well. And let's talk and share all this. All right? All right, guys. Have a good evening. And the first thing I'm going to do here is stop